This is for entertainment purposes only. I take this information very serious, but we got to play the game so the algorithm doesn't take down our video. So this is for entertainment purposes only.
Agreement that they had before incarnating that they were going to abuse these substances for ascension purposes, which is a complete BS. But I think that's what happens, and they find that frequency match. And they're like, yeah, this guy's on drugs and this and that. He's half there. We're
Yeah,
gonna
but
manipulate him.
okay. But what got him to do those bad things?
It could be an agreement that he had before taking the physical form of that
Yeah,
incarnation.
now we're taking it to that place where people don't even, some people
Well, the thing is,
don't even accept that as a
and when
reality.
when a lot of people, not one or two people, a lot of people within the Dolores Cannon books, within Antonio Sangio, um, a lot of the hypnotherapist books, they people in hypnosis talk about agreeing to incarnate and have these horrible experiences.
Yeah, I don't believe any of that though. And I'm sure a lot of people don't either. I have a hard time believing that. So,
As it's I mean, a lot of people say it.
a lot of people may say, but I'm sure the majority of people don't agree. I don't agree, for sure.
So you don't believe that people incarnate with a predestined, obviously,
Not to be bad, no.
no,
Not to struggle, not to have a bad experience, none of that stuff. You're at this point where like you've already died and you've already had an experience. So no matter what, that's a point of evolution, right? You're right there. You're supposed to be going through to a different stage, which is supposed to be superior than the one you came from.
hmm
So it doesn't make any sense to me that you would accept or in any way want to have any type of a negative experience.
Well, the thing is, the the supposed guides who are there who are just archons in disguise. They're not there with horns on their head. They go to you like light beings, and they say, okay, this for you to continue your ascension, you need to do this and do that. Another incarnation is going to help you relieve yourself of your karma your karmic debt that and they trick you. I'm not saying that you do it on your own. By no means you doing it on your own.
I've had a conversation with you before. That they trick you blindly, that's possible. But that they give you any insight as to you're gonna have a bad life in any way, I don't believe that. That you're just gonna agree to it. Okay, sure, please send me back. No, man, let me check out this new place I just came to. That's what I'm gonna be like.
You know,
No.
no, I get it. I get it. You know, a, a point that it's all a sham, what's going on in the astral. And I'm talking about low density, like, fourth density. I'm not talking about, six, seven, eight density. I'm talking about just the low astral. So the point I wanted to make is they're convincing you to reincarnate over and over on Earth, right? We, we already know with the limited knowledge that we have of space, that's open to the public, is Earth is a speck. If you were to take all the beaches right on the planet, it's literally a grain of sand. So you mean to tell me that you have to just go to the same spot over and over? No, it's because this is the spot that they got set up. And I'm not saying that the archons don't have other spots that are under their control, but I'm saying that it's really weird that they keep trying to convince you to go, oh, Earth, Earth,
that
Earth.
you think of, that you know of. You don't even know that that's really true, factual. They could have other Earths, whatever that they.
Well, no, that's what I said. I
But what
said they probably do have other spots, but the thing is, they push
But you don't
the
know. You don't even know how that's true. They could be pushing to go somewhere else too. What do you know? You haven't been there yourself. You have no idea. You don't have memory of any of this. You just know what you've read and what you've people have told you, whatever it is. But you don't even know that that's really factual
No,
either.
that's not true because when I went into hypnosis, I mean meditation, I told you what I experienced,
It doesn't matter that you
and
experience something. That's
so what do
your
you mean?
experience. That doesn't mean that's the only thing that exists. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that because you had that experience doesn't mean that that's the only reality. Like there's a bunch of realities. So it could be that these archons, whatever it is, could actually be pushing you to go to other places too. What do you know?
No, I know. That's what I said. I said Earth may not be the only spot that they have under control. So they may have other spots that you can go to, but they do have a push for you to reincarnate in Earth, and that is a lot of people are talking about that
A
when
lot
they
of
go
people,
into hypnosis and they see that, and that's
yeah.
something that I have seen myself.
But remember, babe, remember, you're only as good as your memory, babe. You're only as good as your memory. So a lot of these people that are experiencing these things and going through hypnosis, it could just be based off of what they've read, what they've seen. That could very well be why they're seeing this in their meditation.
So then,
Just
when
like
you
a
went into
dream.
hypnosis, I
Mm-hmm.
recorded it.
Yeah.
You even
Mm-hmm.
saw
Uh-huh.
that you were interacting with
Mm-hmm.
this screen
Yeah.
that you were looking at different
Yeah.
uh,
And I told you, yeah,
possibilities
yeah. And I
and
told you, how do
whatnot.
we know that isn't because I work in IT? How do we know that that's not what that is?
Yeah, but you didn't even like remember it. I had to play it, and then
It
you were like,
doesn't,
"Oh,
babe.
okay."
But it doesn't mean anything, babe. Just because I didn't remember it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, okay, so you entered an altered state. You recounted this whole experience that you had of you being in the astral, uh, planning an incarnation, and now you're saying that
We
it's
don't,
not true.
well, we don't know that that's really what it was that I was planning an incarnation. You don't know what that was at all,
Yeah,
babe.
well, you were looking at different environments, and it was
Yeah,
like
that's fine, but
over like different,
it's almost
and
like
you
when
were
you,
embedding yourself into
it's
different
almost like
things.
when you have a dream, right? And it's distorted that way. It's like bits and pieces of it is about things that you do in your regular life, and then the other part is like so far out that you can't really make sense of it. It's like the same thing almost as a dream. That's what that meditation experience is
Just,
like too.
I mean, look, if you can go and see that, and I can play the video for you, and you still are not with it, I mean, there's
I'm not
nothing else I
saying
can
I
say.
know, and I'm not saying
So,
that I'm
so okay.
show your voice because Maxine's right up there. It's not that I'm saying that nothing that like you say. No, it's not that I'm not trying to that I'm completely saying that it's BS. No, what I'm saying is we don't know what we don't know. Anything is possible, right? So there's that also lends itself to other possibilities. You can't say 100% for a fact that that's what that means. You can't say that because there's a possibility. There's always possibilities, other possibilities that
Sure,
exist.
there's possibilities, but
Okay.
I have seen I have experienced my own thing. I've seen you experience describe things that lead to that. I have seen other people go into hypnosis and talk about these similar events. So, I mean, all things point to the same thing, that from the astral, these spirits are convincing people to reincarnate for their own agenda. And the point is that people need to realize this, in my opinion. I know you don't agree, that people need when they die and they leave the physical, they need to not come back, not agree to coming back to pay back karma, not to, you know, come back and have a bad life, or just don't come back to Earth at all. And their game, their matrix on Earth, their prison, their frequency prison, that's it. If nobody plays their game, they lose. So that's my point. If you don't agree, okay, that's on you. But
Yeah, I'm
I
just telling you that nobody can, not even you can, without a doubt, say that that's a fact 100%. You don't know that. You just had this experience and it felt real to you. It could be whatever it is. It could be interpreted in different ways too. And you have to, as a person who's open-minded, you have to accept that reality. That doesn't mean that's exactly what that is 100%. You can't say that that's 100% that's what that means because you have to accept the possibility that there are other things that can be interpreted differently too. Just
sure
like when you have a dream, like I mentioned, you have
that yeah
similar situations when you have a dream.
there's a
So
bunch of
yeah,
possibilities,
so and
but
there's
I ain't
so
coming back.
look,
That's all I know.
okay,
That's
that's